Question 14. 19 quarts is equal to how many gallons? We know that 4 quarts is equal to 1 gallon. Therefore, 19 quarts is equal to X gallons. So one way to do this is to write 4 divided by 19 is equal to 1 over X. And then to find X, what we can do is we can cross multiply like this. So 4X is equal to 19. Divide both sides by 4. So X is equal to 19 divided by 4, which is equal to 4.75. Because if you divide 19 by 4, 4 times 4 is 16. You get 3 as the remainder. Times 7 is 28. 2 is the remainder. And 4 times 5 is 20. So 4.75 is the correct answer. Question 15. 8 square plus 24 square is equal to how much? So 8 square is equal to 64 and 24 square is equal to 576. I expect you all to memorize the squares of all the numbers up to 30. So 576 plus 64. So 576 plus 64 is nothing but 640. So the answer is A. Question 16. Solve for X. So the equation is 3 times 2x minus 8 in parentheses is equal to minus 6 times x plus 6. So let's multiply 3 with what we have inside the parentheses. So we get 3 times 2x is 6x. 3 times minus 8 is minus 24. And on the right side we get minus 6 times x, which is minus 6x. And minus 6 times plus 6 is minus 36. And we need to solve for x. So whatever is the unknown, we should try to bring it on the left side of the equal to sign. So let's try to move this minus 6x that's on the right side to the left side of equal to sign. We can do that by adding 6x on right side and adding 6x on the left side. So on the left side we have 12x minus 24 equal to, so this 6x and this 6x will cancel. That's equal to minus 36. We can add 24 on both sides. So this 24 and 24 will cancel. And on the right side we will have minus 36 plus 24 equal to minus 12. So 12x is equal to minus 12. So if you divide both sides by 12, we will get x is equal to minus 1. So let's see if we have that as a choice. Choice B is minus 1. So you can also check whether your answer is correct by plugging minus 1 in this equation. So on the left side we will have 2 times minus 1, which is minus 2. Minus 2 times minus 2 minus 8 is minus 10. So on the left side we will have 3 times minus 10 as minus 30. By plugging minus 1 on the right side, we will have minus 1 plus 6, which is 5, and 5 times minus 6 is minus 30. So left side is equal to right side when we plug x equal to minus 1. That means our answer is correct. Question 17. 135 degrees is equal to how many radians? We should know that pi radians is equal to 180 degrees. So what we have is 135 degrees. So that's x. So one way to do this is write pi over x is equal to 180 divided by 135. So if you divide numerator and denominator by 9, So you'll get 20 in the numerator, and you will get 1 and 5 in the denominator, and then you can further divide this by 5, so you get 4 and 3. So pi over x is equal to 4 over 3. So I can cross multiply, so I get 4x is equal to 3 pi, and then I can divide both sides by 4. So I get x is equal to 3 pi over 4. So let's select choice D as the answer. Question 18. What is the sum of the edges and vertices of a rectangular prism? So a rectangular prism um, looks something like this. And then this is the edge on the back side. So the number of edges, let's count the number of edges. So we have 1, and then we have 2, 3, and 4. And then at the bottom we have 4 as well, so that's 8. And then we have the edges on the side. So this is 1, 2, and then 3 and 4. So we have 4 on the top, 4 on the side, and 4 at the bottom. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So the total number of edges that we have is equal to 12. Now let's count the number of vertices. Vertices are the corner points, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 4 at the bottom, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So the sum of edges and vertices is 12 plus 8, that's 20. So let's see if we have 20 as the answer. So D will be the answer. Question number 19. Simplify 4 factorial minus 3 factorial plus 2 factorial minus 1 factorial. So 4 factorial um, is 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. So this is 12 times 2, which is 24. 3 factorial is 3 times 2 times 1, so that's equal to 6. And 2 factorial is 2 times 1, which is simply 2. And 1 factorial is 1. So 4 factorial minus 3 factorial is 24 minus 6, which is 18. And 18 plus 2 factorial is 20. And 20 minus 1 factorial is 19. So let's select B as the answer. Question number 20. A certain type of postage costs 56 cents for the first ounce and 17 cents for each half ounce or part. What would be the cost of postage on a letter weighing 2.3 ounces? So 2.3 ounces is basically 1 ounce plus 1 ounce and plus 0.3 ounce, right? So for the first ounce, it will cost 56 cents. So let me write 56 cents over here. So that will be the cost of the first ounce. And then 17 cents for each half ounce. So 1 ounce has 2 half ounces, right? So I can write 17 cents plus 17 cents for this 1 ounce. And then 0.3 ounce is just a part of an ounce. So this will also cost 17 cents. So let's add up the cost. 56 cents plus 17 cents times 3 essentially. So this is 56 cents plus 17 times 3 is 51 cents. So 56 cents plus 51 cents is actually 107 cents, which is nothing but $1.07. So let's see, we have choice C as 1.07, so that would be the correct answer. Question 21, find x when square root of x cubed is equal to 8. So one way to do this is we square both sides. So what I mean is we do square of the left side and we take the square of the right side. So on the left side, once we take the square root sign goes away, and what we have is x cubed equal to, and on the right side 8 squared is nothing but 64. So now we have x cubed is equal to 64. So what's x? If you think about, let's start with 2. Um, 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. So that's clearly not 64. Then let's try 4. That's given as choice B. 4 times 4 is 16, and 16 times 4 is 64. So B is the correct answer. Question 22. What number divided by 12 gives a quotient of 57 with a remainder of 8? So basically this question is x, we are dividing this by 12, and the quotient is 57, and there is some number over here, and the remainder is 8. So that means x is equal to 12 times 57 plus 8. So 57 times 10 is 570. 570 plus 57 times 2 is 114, and then we have an 8 over here. So that means this is nothing but 684 plus 8, which is 692. So the answer is A, 692. Question 23. 10 degrees centigrade is equal to how many Fahrenheit? So we know the formula 9 by 5 C plus 32 is equal to Fahrenheit. So 9 by 5 times 10 degrees centigrade. So 9 by 5 times 10 plus 32. So 10 divided by 5 is 2. So 9 times 2 is 18. 18 plus 32 is 50. So C is the right answer. Question 24. Change 534.2 into 10 to the power minus 6 into 10 to the power 10 into scientific notation. So in this question, let's first take care of 10 to the power minus 6 into 10 to the power 10. When the bases are same, we can add the powers. So what is the sum of minus 6 and 10? That's 4. So basically we have 534.2 into 10 to the power 4. Now whenever we have to write the number in scientific notation, remember that the decimal has to move to this position, which is immediately after the first number. So if I do that, then I will have to increase the power of 10 from 4 to 6. So I will rewrite this as 5.342 into 10 to the power 6. And the reason is because I moved the decimal to 2 places to the left. So that's why I have to increase the power of 10 by 2. So the choice would be B, that has the answer that matches to ours, 5.342 into 10 to the power 6. Question 25, the product of a number in 16 is minus 153.6. Find the number. So let that number be equal to x. So x times 16 is equal to minus 153.6. So in order for us to find x, we will divide both sides by 16. So this 16 cancels with the 16 in the numerator. So x is nothing but minus 153.6 divided by 16. So let's divide 153.6 by 16, and then we'll take care of the minus sign later. So 16 times 9 is 144. 13 minus 4 is 9, and then we move 6 down, so 9.6. So 16 times 6 is 96. So the answer is minus 9.6, because we have minus 153.6 over here. So we'll select answer B. Question 26, find the sum of this series that starts with 2 and goes all the way to 34. One way to do this is to take 2 common as a common factor, and then inside what we'll get is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus all the way to 16 plus 17. So there are 17 numbers in this series, and then we have 2, which is multiplied to each number in this series. So then we can write, now the sum of consecutive numbers is, as you know, n times n plus 1 divided by 2, where n is the number of numbers in the series. So in this case, clearly n is 17. So we have 17 times 17 plus 1 is 18 divided by 2, and then all of this is multiplied with 2. So we can cancel this 2 with this 2, and what we have is 17 times 18. So 17 times 18 is 306. So A would be the right answer. Question 27. What is the measure of the acute angle represented by 2x? So they're asking you to find the value of 2x. Now if you look at this picture carefully, this symbol over here means that this angle is 90 degrees. So therefore 2x plus 3x plus 10 equal to 90 degrees. So on the left side we have 5x plus 10 equal to 90 degrees, and we have to solve for x. So let's get rid of 10 by subtracting 10 on both sides. So this cancels, and so we have 5x is equal to 80 degrees. Therefore, in order to find x, we divide both sides by 5, and we get x is equal to 16. But the question is, what is 2x? So if x is 16, then 2x is equal to 32. So 32 would be the right answer.